Bike trends are rapidly evolving as time passes, with new features, flexibility, and accessories being introduced frequently. As demand grows worldwide, urban mobility is changing to new levels, demanding new technological upgrades to make bike riding more efficient. And nowadays, several bike companies are focusing their efforts on producing bikes and accessories that are both technologically advanced and economically friendly. So here's an overview of the top 11 bike trends that you should keep an eye on, as these trends are going to change the modern bike industry. As the world shifts toward wireless technology, bicycle technology follows behind. Electronic group sets have been around for a long time. However, not even a decade has passed since the wireless group set was introduced. Shimano did not join the wireless technology market until recently with the launch of semi-wireless 12-speed group sets, the Dura Ace R9200 and the Ultraga R8100. Both group sets are entirely electronic with no mechanical shifting options. The Dura Ace and Ultraga group sets are available in disc and rim brake versions, with the rim brake group having entirely wired and the disc version featuring wireless levers. Additionally, the derailleurs are wired to the central battery using the thinner Di2 cables. Due to the enormous core battery and fast shifting ability, you get a longer battery life as the installation becomes more manageable. There isn't much difference between these two Shimano group sets except for connection, cost, and weight. But are they dependable enough to replace mechanical brakes? Suspension bikes weren't fit for purpose, with complications and flexibility, not to mention their sky-high prices. But thanks to the innovators who gradually developed significant ideas over time. One of these concepts was the high pivot, which has lately been upgraded by adding an idler gear to raise the chain line to the pivot for a more rewarding axle path, enhancing suspension performance over bumpy terrain. And a growing number of manufacturers are embracing the high pivot layout. Unfortunately, they're not yet really functional on regular trails. And if you're curious about high pivot bikes, you can now select among the Cannondale Jekyll, Da Vinci Spartan, GT Force, or Norco Shore. Plus, there's been some anticipation that a few more significant brands will soon enter the high pivot bike sector. The batteries used in e-bikes take a long time to recharge and drain power significantly faster in hot situations. Supercapacitors, on the other hand, can store energy considerably faster than any ordinary battery, and despite their poor reputation for self-discharge rate, they can still be useful for e-bikers since they can charge up on the go and offer a burst of speed and assistance when needed. Furthermore, they can power the additional equipment for days. However, one clear disadvantage is their price, which is ridiculously expensive for casual e-bikers to obtain. As a result, the e-bike industry is currently focusing on developing supercapacitors that can convert solar energy into electricity utilizing nanotechnology while remaining cost-effective. Some manufacturers claim that their products can completely replace lithium-ion batteries. We don't know if pricing will adapt for customers or increase as technology advances. Each year, over 188,500 bikes are reported stolen, not including the undetected bikes. This amount is in itself alarming. So U-locks are becoming increasingly popular due to their portability and durability at a lower cost than chain locks. Moreover, U-locks don't sacrifice much in terms of functionality. The Kryptonite Crypto Lock Standard is a well-known, affordable, and durable U-lock, and if you're willing to spend more money on your bike safety, opt for the A-Bus Granite X Plus 540. Locks aren't always reliable. Well-trained burglars may break even the strongest ones, so it's preferable to take precautions ahead of time, such as purchasing a GPS tracker, which can track your device through GPS and warn you if it's stolen or moved. These standalone trackers give extensive coverage and can sync with smartphone apps to display your bike's location. Plus, these trackers have a battery life of 15 to 50 days on a single charge. Suspension forks on gravel bikes were a dream come true. While these bikes are used to rough roads, the solid frame and inflexible forks can only do so much when absorbing terrain roughness. And one of the best ways to improve the comfort of gravel bikes is to add suspension. Recently, the RockShox Rudy Gravel suspension fork was launched by SRAM. Suspension forks are appearing on several gravel bikes Due to increasing demand, and suspension-equipped bikes like the Cannondale, Topstone Lefty, Niner MCR RDO, and a few others have sparked a lot of interest among gravel riders. One of the major benefits of disc brakes is that they provide better stability and control, allowing for a reduced braking range while minimizing the likelihood of skidding. But even after locking the wheel with a mechanical disc brake, it might still slide, especially if you're going downhill. On the other hand, hydraulic disc brakes use a piston to force braking fluid into the brake caliper, pushing the brake pads against the disc rotor. Since hydraulic brakes are more efficient, you can apply less pressure to the lever for maximum braking force, improving modulation. It gives you more control over the rim or mechanical disc brakes, but the drawback is that hydraulic brakes are much more expensive. Tubeless tires, particularly those that have been updated, are reliable and simple to install, as most of us are aware of them. Although most die-hard road riders don't prefer this option, a section of road bikers believe that inner tubes are preferable. Recently, many road bikes have come from the factory with tubeless rims. And with tubeless equipment readily accessible on the market and knowledge growing, some predict that tubeless tires will soon take over the road bike industry. Cyclocross bikes have large wheels that make traversing obstacles easier. Additionally, because the front wheel of the Cyclocross drops off during rough areas, the rider doesn't have to worry about tripping over. They've recently gained popularity among amateur racers and leisure adventurers. However, because the Cyclocross is designed primarily for off-road use, casual riders often overlook the fact that it has tight clearances between the handlebars and the frame. When you fall, this can twist your wrist and elbow, causing serious injury. To avoid such accidents, look for clearance numbers stamped on the bottom bracket shell. Following several reports of accidents caused by risky design, manufacturers are beginning to pay attention to the matter, with various design adjustments on clearances recently introduced. This is something interesting we have on our list, a zippered tire tread system for your road bikes. If we can change our shoes and coats depending on the weather, why not our bike tires? The ReTyre zippered tire lets you ride off-road with your commuter bike. It employs a simple zipping mechanism to allow you to add a tough secondary tread to your tires while transitioning from riding smooth sidewalks to rough terrains. And no matter how far you go or at what pace or conditions you travel, this ReTyre tread will ensure that it sticks to your tires, making it the only thing you need. It also includes a zippered liner and a variety of skins that you can attach to your existing tires. So no more changing tires or requiring a separate bike for enjoying those brief adrenaline rushes. The in-frame storage on bikes is a simple and practical feature. Specialized was the first to offer the SWAT door on the Stump Jumper in 2016, a unique tube pocket within the bike that could store spares, tools, or munchies. Trek later adopted the innovative concept, and the Orbi Rallon and Giant Trance recently followed. If you're not familiar with it, this small storage is both excellent and convenient. Riders anticipate that this creative concept will gain traction and be integrated into future frame designs. So that's all we have on the list of top 11 bike trends that you should keep an eye on. We hope you enjoyed our video and found it informative. If you have any further suggestions on this topic, please comment below. Thanks for watching, and keep your eyes peering through our channel for more exciting videos like this.